What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Level Up with Gal. I'm your host, Gal Perino. So excited to dive in with you today for a quick episode to give you some nuggets and tips and tricks so you can go along your day and show up in the best way freaking possible. Thank you for being here. Thank you for returning. If you're returning and tuning in again, and welcome if you're brand new to the freaking tribe. So freaking proud of every single one of you for continuing to level up every single day in your life in the way that you want to. That's the most amazing thing. In everything that we do, we get to choose how we want to show up, what we want to do. But it's all about taking our power back. It's all about knowing the power that we do have and knowing that we all have it within us, and to stop seeking it from other people and all the outside freaking resources and people all around us. So today we're going to talk about everything we want and everything we need is already within us. The answers, the direction we want to go. It all starts with, when do we want to do something? Right? And believing in ourselves, knowing that we can freaking do it. If we don't believe in ourselves, that we can do anything and sky's the limit, then we are limiting ourselves to staying right where we're at, right in the box that we're used to, our normal routines. If we start to see that anything and everything that we want is reachable, that doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow or overnight, which that would be amazing if that was the case. But we also have to be super realistic, right? Can we achieve it? And it's not a matter of can we achieve it? Let's reword that. It's a matter of when we're going to achieve it and what steps we're going to take to achieve the goals that we want, right? So you've been following my journey, and you know that working out has been a struggle for me, and losing weight has been a whole process, and it's still a process today, even after years and years and years of shutting off the weight and being fit and changing my routines. I have constantly changed my routines to make sure I'm doing things of interest, right? Doing things that I enjoy, changing the things I eat because I am enjoying that more. And when I say enjoying, that doesn't mean that you can't eat things are not necessarily good for you, right? I still allow myself to have cheat meals and allow myself to still enjoy the things that I like. Like, for example, I love eating chips. So I still have always incorporated that through my whole weight loss journey. But now I'm to a point years later where I'm incorporating new things to continue to keep that journey going. Because in anything that we're doing, it's a process. It's a journey, right? It's like once we get to that goal, that doesn't mean it just ends, right? Just right when I reach the weight that I wanted, the goal weight, right? We all have one of those. And then I was like, what now? What do I do now? It's about maintaining that goal. And if we don't maintain it, then we slowly start to trickle back to where we were. And then we fall into this, depression, this sadness of, I wish I was smaller, or I wish I looked like that person, or I wish I looked like myself years ago and when I was smaller, and yada, yada. But you don't have to wish. It's all about putting in those actions, plans, and steps to show up for yourself, to change up your routine a little bit. We get bored of things, right? Like, I used to run 7 days a week when I first started my weight loss journey, but I don't do that anymore. I don't want to run every single day, and it hurts my joints. Let's be serious. We're all getting a little older, and our body's changing too. So we have to learn to adjust to our needs, to our body. Listen to your body. If your body's hurting, you're either the form is not right, or it's time to change up your workout a little bit. Or if you're feeling a lot of resistance and you don't want to do it anymore, and you're bored, it's time to change it up. Maybe take up a new class, or, try a new workout class with some friends, or something along those lines. Change it up for yourself. You don't have to be stuck into one thing forever unless you choose to. So remember that we have so much power in the things we want to do and how we want to do it and how we want to show up. And we tend to give our power away a lot. I see this every day, including myself. I've done this where I'm like, well, what do you think? What do you think I should do? What do you think, right? Asking for advice and opinions, it's not a bad thing. What it becomes a bad thing is when we don't actually listen to ourselves. When we're like, well, what do I want to do? And we don't actually listen to that. Well, we already know what we want to do, but then we still allow other people to influence, and sometimes not necessarily the best people to influence us in certain things. You know what I mean? So start to listen to that inner voice and listen to like what direction do I want to go? Okay, how am I going to get to that? What do I need to do to be able to get to that point? Whatever goal it is, weight loss, or maybe it's a new career, maybe it's improving your relationship with your significant other or your friendships, whatever it is that you want to work on. Acknowledge that, and that's the first step, having that awareness, right? And then now, okay, what am I going to do? What steps am I going to take to get there? And how long do I want to work on this? Start to give yourself baby steps to get one step closer to what it is. Maybe you want to work on yourself, and that's a great goal. That's something, let me remember that is something that I continuously work on all the time. As far along as I am in my journey, there's always room for improvement, and it takes time for us to adjust. And when we start to see in our awareness, hey, I need to work on this piece of me a little bit more. Hey, I have this going on. I need to work on this a little bit more. It takes time for us to integrate new habits, new actions. So don't be so hard on yourself. Ask yourself, what direction do you want to go if you're unsure? And maybe it's not even a direction. Maybe it's just where you're at already you want to improve on. And you want to improve on how you show up at work every single day, or how you feel about yourself when you wake up every single day. Maybe that's, super important to you. And to me, that's a big deal, because how we show up every day is the energy we are giving off to others and the energy we are also receiving. Everyone is a reflection of who we are, whatever we are projecting out. Everyone is a mirror, right? We receive them back in return. So it all starts within us. And a lot of times we forget that, oh my gosh, it's actually me. I need to work on this, but how can I? And then the part where that we tend to get stuck at is, well, how do I work on this now? Okay, I have in my awareness that, okay, I want to do better and I want to show up better and more positive, because 9 out of 10 times our mind naturally is going to go to somewhere more negative. But then the question is going to be, how do I start doing that, right? So here's a quick tip. How you're going to start doing that is one, acknowledging, right? Okay, this is where I'm at. This is the direction I want to go. Awesome. 2, how can I start to integrate little things in every day? Maybe you have negative self-talk. How can I start to integrate more positive self-talk to myself? It could be as simple as putting positive affirmation on a sticky note, on a mirror that you see every single day. Or if you on your desktop, on your laptop, something you're going to see, and read it and remind yourself, I'm worthy, I am powerful, I am beautiful, whatever you feel called to use to remind yourself. Or something could be as simple as, I got this, to remind yourself that you do. But when you say it, look in the mirror and actually say it, and keep saying it every single day. Even if you don't truly feel in your full gut that you believe it yet, keep doing it. You're going to learn to teach yourself to learn to slowly love yourself. And maybe it's like you physically don't love the way you look. Oh gosh, I know how that feels so deeply. And that's a very, very close topic to myself. Keep showing up every day. Go for that walk. Do that workout, whatever it is, right? Continue to change up your food, right? You heard that saying, like, we are what we eat, the whole thing. So change up your food a little bit, but baby steps. Don't go cold turkey and totally change your routine like crazy, because you're going to do it, then you're going to get really annoyed and you're going to go right back to what you were doing, and you're not going to be a happy camper. So start to integrate little things in your everyday life to remind yourself, hey, it's okay, I got this. And when you notice yourself going immediately to something negative about yourself or negative about someone, pump the brakes, stop yourself really quick, and remind yourself that, or actually ask yourself, where's this coming from? Wait a minute, why am I so angry right now, right? When you learn to be able to just stop those overthinking thoughts in its tracks, you'll start to see, wait a minute, I'm going into this whole state right now of defense, and and I'm get away from me, and you're angry. Slow down. Take a deep breath. As soon as you start to feel your body getting annoyed and angry, take a deep breath, relax, you got it, and slowly turn things around. But it's going to take time for you to start to notice, hey, how you're acting, hey, how you're showing up, hey, how you're feeling. You know what I mean? So slow baby steps. So that's just a quick tip. And it's whatever goal that you want to show up better in, or whatever it is that you want to work on. These are just examples. And maybe you want to work on everything we talked about today, or maybe it's just one thing, or maybe it's not any of these at all. But this is just to give you an idea of how you can slowly start to take your power back and slowly start to make decisions of what you want and how you want to show up and give back to yourself. It all starts within you. And then it's a bonus for everyone else around you. So know how powerful you are. Don't forget how worthy you are and how smart you are. And you are different than the next person, because what fun would it be if we were just like the next person? We are all unique in our own way. Our perspective on life all comes from how we grew up, our own experiences, and the way we view the world is going to be different than the next person. And that's what's so awesome when we connect with others and we're part of a community or having conversations, because we bring in different perspectives and we get to see how someone else sees the world. Remember to stay open-minded to how someone else sees the world, but don't let it persuade you into how you see the world unless you also agree. So remember how strong you are, how powerful you are. I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you in the next episode. If you want to learn more about me, you want to work together, or anything along those lines, check out my website, www.galpareno.com. If you want to learn how to have a session with me or learn anything else you would like to learn about me, check out my website. You can read all about me and follow me on my social media accounts. Subscribe to this podcast show. I appreciate you so much. Share it with your friends, family, anyone you feel called to share it with. And I will catch you soon. Remember, you are freaking amazing, and don't let anyone dim your light. And I'll talk to you again soon.